As Labor Day weekend gets underway now, Connecticut's largest labor group is pushing back on the Trump administration for their efforts to change dozens of workplace regulations.
The head of the state's AFL-CIO locked arms with Senator Richard Blumenthal today. News 8 political reporter Mike Cerulli has more on that. Mike.
Good evening to you, Darren. And celebrations of Labor Day go back in this country well more than a century ago. The holiday first established as a way to mark the progress of the labor movement, and to this day, those debates over the rights of workers, the powers of corporations, and of course the role of the government in all this still rage on.
This Labor Day, the labor movement is under attack.
That's the head of the Connecticut AFL-CIO excoriating the Trump administration on the eve of a holiday weekend marking the hard-fought gains unions like his have won.
President Trump is attempting to silence workers.
The administration has undertaken a campaign of deregulation, changing dozens of labor rules affecting scores of workers and industries. Collective bargaining agreements for workers across the federal government have also been tossed out on the orders of the president. In the eyes of the unions and the Democrats who typically stand in lockstep with them, all those moves by the administration amount to a frontal assault on the middle class.
It has eliminated minimum wage and overtime protections. It has excluded domestic workers from many safeguards. It has diluted the Fair Labor Standards Act.
But for President Trump and his supporters here in Connecticut, the push to roll back certain labor rules are a liberation, not an attack.
The fact of the matter is, if there's anything harming the middle class in this country, it is bloated big government that is reaching into everyone's pocket and making us all less wealthy.
And on those moves to cancel collective bargaining agreements with federal workers, including many at the Veterans Affairs, Defense, and State Departments, Sampson defends those too, echoing the administration's argument that they're helping the taxpayer.
If that means that, less taxpayer dollars is spent on union dues or on, time that unions are using to grow themselves rather than productive work for the people of our country, I think it's a good thing.
And you'll recall here in Connecticut, one of the big fights in this year's legislative session was that bill that would have given union striking workers access to state unemployment benefits. The governor vetoed that bill, but expect these labor rights issues to resurface next year when the legislature is back in session and when the governor potentially is back on the ballot. Reporting live at the state capitol this evening, Mike Cerulli, News 8.